Thank you.
This man said thank you.
I thought you were applauding me coming for the show.
You already know.
Hey, take it like that.
Yeah, I thought it was the special guest star or whatever.
You are now tuned into the Traklist Podcast. Cisco Ortiz is in the building, if that's what you want to call me. But read the screen. We got my brother right here. He's going to introduce himself to the show.
Your boy Theme, Jesus Vasquez, Carroll City Jesus.
And you are?
Chifila, Chichichihu.
And a special shout out to the cameraman back there.
Chevy B.
What up, Chevy?
What they do? Shock.
Yeah, man. It feels good, man.
Yep.
It feels real
Today,
good.
we got the hip hop nerd right here, bro. We had to bring him to the show.
This
is a long time coming, you know. I've been trying to.
This guy right here, he even know the credits. You know when the movie is like 25 minutes into the credits at the end of the movie?
We used to do. Not just me. We used to do.
Yeah, we used to read it. I didn't memorize it.
I never did.
Because it was all coming out fresh. Everything was all coming out fresh back then. You know that. We were getting everything and we were like, okay, this is the new stuff. You wanted to know what it was. You sat there and you listened to it, and the next thing you know, you're like, hey, you recognize that from something else that other people are playing over here, but they're older.
But he knew what studio they recorded it and everything.
No, it's tampoco, not like that.
He even knew the people
Now I'm a stalker and not a nerd, you know what I'm saying?
He knew even the unborn.
I knew it was gonna be a hit before the daddy hit.
Well, that's another thing.
Man, what
y'all making it sound like?
We celebrating 50 years of hip hop.
Yes, sir.
And
yeah, let's get it right.
For sure. That's something
we gotta salute all the pioneers that have paved the way for us to be doing this podcast, you know?
There's many different types of pioneers, and we acknowledge all of them.
I see you got a new selection going on here, too.
Let's start over there.
Yeah, what's the record all about?
Bobby Caldwell.
Let me see that.
This is a dope-ass record.
You know, if anybody asks you...
I thought he was black at first, bro.
No, I know. I think I know who you're talking about.
Hey,
I remember that.
George Chocolate Perry, I want to give you a special shout out, you know, for playing the bass on this album. I know Chocolate Perry, the bass player. Mm-hmm. We had worked together.
Mm-hmm. I remember seeing this.
And to be honest, including hip hop, jazz, rock, whatever, that song on there called "Do for Love."
Yeah,
that's my favorite. That's my favorite song.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he's a funky white boy. There's a bunch of funky white boys from the 70s
I didn't know
and 80s
he was white.
But that record, if anybody ever asks you,
that's your favorite record.
That's my favorite record.
Some people got old souls, dog. You know, it's just and it lives through them. I'm one of those people. I think I'm like my music.
I think the best hip hop album that's on the table right now.
Which one?
Doggy Style, bro.
Doggy Style is dope. What are you talking
about?
Bro,
you know what's crazy about the album?
What's up?
Take it out. Take out the vinyl.
That's the one that's got the one that you can't find no more. The song you can't find no more on there.
G's up, hoes down.
Yes,
it's on here.
It's on there.
Oh,
that's a rare piece. That's actually a rare piece.
For those that's watching this show,
the first release,
I have the first copy. One of the first copies.
That means the copies that you guys get now and download. You might get it now with the download, because now downloads are like when you got the extra track or the hidden track on CDs.
Snoop is with Death Row. He's the one that redrops it.
Yeah, but I don't think
owns it now.
I don't think they have that copy.
That's what I'm asking. You think he's gonna put that cut in there?
I don't know, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. Like when they used to release CDs, when they first started coming out, remember you had that extra track or that hidden track that if you just let it play, you know what I'm saying? Roots. I found out Roots had one like way back, and I didn't even know it was on there. Yeah, that was crazy.
Nas had one. It was written called "Silent Murder." Silent Murder. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna listen to that today.
Yeah.
I have the CD still.
So it's crazy, yeah, man. A lot of people been asking about that, and I have the original right there on the vinyl.
I promise you, bro.
On which one?
It was written album.
You just gotta let it keep playing at the end.
No. Yeah.
You don't.
You know what's so funny? That the CD, it says the title on it on the CD.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So you got the CD?
What's the name of the song?
If I could recall, it was like number 7 on the album, Silent Murder.
Why do people never remember the name of the songs no more?
Like this.
People say, yeah, it's number 7.
Look, it's like
they give me numbers. I'm like, is that the name of the song?
And if you Silent Murder. And if you YouTube it, you'll play it. It'll play. It'll show on YouTube. But if you look at all the albums, it's hard to find. But on the CD, that's where I saw it the first time. I'm like, hold on, I had the tape and this wasn't on there. And I went back to the tape and I seen it that it was on the credit.
Yeah, I remember that though. The first release had that song, and I remember hearing it because I recorded it and I got it on tape, like back in the days when we used to record off.
So now, if you buy that, you're not gonna get that song.
No, unless you're streaming and you do it now, where he owns the rights to everything. I don't
even know
whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they even have it like that, even in the new streaming.
But he owns Death Row. He can change
it. He owns all the masters and everything.
He owns his own masters now.
We'll see.
I would believe. He at least owns the label.
There was probably something wrong why they couldn't clear it and they took it out maybe.
No, that's not that, man.
He doesn't got to worry about clearing it. If anything, he's still, I guess they're still under Interscope or whatever the big umbrella company that's the record company that they're under.
Look who we got here.
Marvin Gaye.
Come on now.
Marvin Gaye. That's the most sampled record ever.
Anything.
One of the most sampled.
One of the most.
Is this the whole album?
No, that just let's get it on.
Yeah, that's the whole album.
Yeah, it's the whole album.
Oh, the whole album? Okay.
Yeah, side 1 and side 2.
I never seen the cover of the album.
Is that the same one?
I mean, I seen that picture before,
Is
but I didn't think it was the whole
Falcon
album.
tells Captain America to check out?
Oh, man, here we go.
Hey, but listen, like, artists like him, Curtis Mayfield, Isaac Hayes.
Yes.
Man, sampling their music was...
Isley Brothers, Barry White.
as well, Barry White.
All those guys. Even Herbie Hancock. Herbie Hancock used to play with Quincy Jones, and I forgot the other guy. They got Miles Davis.
Miles Davis is dope too.
Dog, they have a song. Like I was listening to some ill jazz the other day. I never knew that.
This guy,
I started looking up some stuff from Herbie Hancock. I started listening to Chameleon. Remember Chameleon?
This guy's like a human Google.
You don't remember that? That was Herbie Hancock.
That's
Chameleon.
That's a pop bass.
But it was Herbie Hancock did rock it.
Yo,
I couldn't do it on the turntables, but I could fake it. You know?
Hell yeah!
I'll fake it till I make it now. But hey, never fake it. Always keep it real.
We got TICAL.
That's an overrated album.
I don't think so. I mean, it just compared to his style now. I think he's mastered it even more because everybody liked his voice. His voice is just dope.
His voice is crazy, but he was.
But I think
the album is good.
His style over the years, especially when teaming up with Redman, who's constantly just like gonna push you too, you know, and they push each other.
Can I be real?
I think
a lot of the beats on the album was garbage, bro.
There wasn't garbage. Wait.
Look what Raekwon had, bro.
Listen, I like the version.
Look, hold on, let me finish. Look what Tony Starks had.
But wait, Raekwon had the best solo Wu album.
Yeah, Liquid Swords. Hold on, that's an opinion. People will argue with you about Liquid Swords.
Well, let them bring it on.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause Liquid Swords is a classic as well. I love that album.
You think it's a classic?
Hell,
to me, it's not.
But what label does he release it under? It's under Def Jam, right?
Yeah, it's under Def Jam.
But that's why, because the deal that they made.
No, they were free. They were free creative.
RZA didn't produce his whole thing, but he made beats. No, he didn't. He made beats for it and probably oversaw most of it. I would not doubt. But
he produced the whole album.
Being under Def Jam and RZA not being under Def Jam is not going to give him the whole production.
They have full creative.
Are you sure about that?
Because it was all part of the deal. That's why they all signed on different labels as independent people, but they always had to use a W somehow, or Wu-Tang had to be incorporated, and RZA somehow had also would do at least feature a beat or two or drop lyrics.
Listen,
to keep it all Wu-Tang. That's why they all eat. If one doesn't have an album, the other one that does something, I'll make them do a feature. You remember You God on She's a Hottie Hottie, Rock the Body Body with that song, that it was the girl sound by Ghostface that he did the song.
Nah, he's underrated. Ghost.
Remember that song?
I'm going to say he's underrated.
Very, very underrated.
Ghost.
He's dope.
I think he's at what he at.
He's dope.
No, he's underrated.
He's good where he at.
He's the one. He shines,
when
man.
He used to do all that cinnamon muffin grenade stuff and whatever, it was crazy, a crazy style, and that's one of the things that separated him in Wu-Tang and in hip hop alone to me. But as well, he mastered his style too. And if you hear his stuff now, that was like his style that was on the Wu-Tang Forever.
I want to say something about this album real quick.
Did you like his storytelling?
Yeah.
Ghost?
If he sat there and wrote a story, forget it.
But do you think it's vividly like?
He's definitely top 10 storytellers of all time in my list.
In his list.
In his list. All right, but do you think he's vivid when like, you know how you had always said that he's not like Scarf, like Cube, like they get so detailed.
It's different styles. His stories, you have to really listen to him.
It's the words that they use.
I'm talking about Ghost.
Yes, it's the words that he uses. That's just different. It's just, that's all. But he's using words that mean the same thing.
Yes, hold on, but I'm trying to see, because he's the one that talked about that. I'm trying to see what he's trying to say.
Okay, so like, when I hear Ghost, he's a good storyteller, but you have to really listen to him. Like the way I said about Nas.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
See, like,
do you think Nas and Ghost fall in that same?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, then there you go.
Yes. But the album, going back to, you said the beats was garbage. It wasn't garbage.
Not the whole album, though. But I'm just saying, there's a couple cuts in there that I was like.
That was okay. It could have been better.
To
me, Raekwon has the best
album.
Everybody says that, and I'll agree.
I heard,
other than Wu-Tang albums.
And I heard that the beats for that album, for the Cuban Links album, that was supposed to be for the Wu next album.
Yeah. It was supposed to be for the Wu-Tang. A lot of them, the beats were supposed to be for Wu-Tang.
For the second.
Some of the songs that were recorded were supposed to be.
The Wu-Tang Forever came out dope the way it is right now.
Not just the beats. It was supposed to be the songs, I believe. That it was that they were supposed to be for the
Liquid Source. I like 4 songs on there, 4 or 5 songs. I don't like the whole album.
The whole album's classic.
I think it was.
The whole album was dope.
Crazy. As far as Genius's style too, it fit him. It totally fit him. A lot of
he's the most boringest rapper in the clique. I think he's the most boringest rapper in the Wu-Tang, but he did a great job on the album.
No, see, that's the thing. It's to the point that he said earlier. It's just the way that they, you know what I'm saying, their style and the way they convey their style with the words that they use. Because some Wu-Tang on top of that uses mathematics in their stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he was the most boring one.
Some more algebra type shit, trigonometry.
That 5%er thing, you know? So they apply that to their music
but
as
he
well.
was boring. He was a boring rapper. Out of all of them, he was the most boringest one.
I don't think so.
But he did great on his album.
Who, Jizza? Man, you crazy,
all
bro.
right, out of all the clan, the whole 9 niggas.
My man, let me tell you about Jizza. On that first 36.
He's a genius. And they all call him
he's lyrical. That's about it.
That clan in the front.
If
Let
he
your
was
feet
whack
stomp.
and he's calling himself the genius, people in his crew would be
no,
like, man, that would be
the man got bars.
You know what I'm saying?
The man got bars.
So then
he's lyrical.
And that's the thing.
But
what I
mean by boring, he had no really like animated style to his shit. You know how Method Man had that energetic
Yeah, but he
flow,
had delivery.
Old dirty bastard.
Yeah, but he give you delivery though,
yeah,
bro.
but it was boring.
No, it wasn't.
Compared to the other niggas, it was boring.
No,
it wasn't.
He gave you a thinker's
Yo, that
line.
nigga's up, man.
He was. I think he was.
He
one of the
was
more
lyrical,
poetic
my
dudes.
nigga. I can't give it to him. That's what held him out. His lyrics, because that's all he's saying.
But I think
his
he
lyrics
was more
held
of
him
a
down.
poetic. I think his style was just a little more poetic. But
that's what I mean. And he was boring.
Yeah, but he had that voice. He had that
That's
delivery.
Cool. Method Man had that voice.
He had
ODB had that voice.
And they all had different voices.
But nobody cared about Jizz's voice. They just cared about his bars.
Tripping, bro.
Certain people's voices are gonna set themselves apart from others, like Method Man did.
He got a crazy voice. He
had
ODB.
You know, Guru had that
Shame
kind of voice.
on a nigga who tried to run game on a nigga.
But you could tell Jizza, bro, when he get on there on that.
You could tell.
Like
but come on, dog. Like the best lyrical nigga there to me, the best one. It's Suspected Deck. He's the most lyrical nigga in the clan.
He has that delivery to open up a song.
Always. He's the first lyrical assassin
Posse
to me.
cuts.
He's the one.
Posse cut. He tears that shit up.
He'll kill it.
He's the early bird.
Yeah, facts.
Like Cube was for Strata Compton.
Yeah, you said him first. Yeah, yeah.
But the Jizza, he gonna chop your head off.
But you could say MC Ren too, though. Ren could go first too.
No. Cube had to open that door. Ren, he fit in the middle where he needed to set up Easy E to close the show.
I would agree.
Okay, but every song has to be like that. You can send Ren out.
I don't argue with this guy on anything.
But back to Jizza gonna chop your head off.
That's what he was
with that liquid sword.
You don't remember?
Just that album.
What did he say? People so stingy, they got short arms and deep pockets, and he was right. And that was the warning back then that they were telling about the industry.
He's lyrical as hell. He got bars.
Yeah, but he had the voice too.
That was the thing. He was real deep metaphorical. He had the thinking lyrics that you had to, like he said, you had to sit there and think, or not think, but listen to the guy or whatever and see what he's saying, and then you figured it out, and you're like, oh, okay, and that's why he's the genius.
I'm gonna tell you something.
You
though.
understand? So that's why you're like, oh, it's boring. It's not boring. The man's rapping to you, but he's like a talking, a living documentary.
All I was saying,
you know what I'm saying?
All I was saying, out of all the members, he was the most boringest one.
But that's your favorite.
Hold on. What I'm trying to say is, listen to all the members in the clan. They had some animation and energy. When Jizza come on, he comes so laid back and cool, lyrical bars.
Are you talking about the same?
Name what song that Jizza went all in like hyping on some wild book and shit.
Chamber.
Clan in the front.
Chamber.
He didn't really do shit. I mean, he didn't really do
Clan in the front.
The seventh the hook.
What did he do?
The seventh chamber.
Clan in the front. Let your feet stomp.
Come on, dog.
Well, so what?
You sang it when it was out.
Yeah, I did.
So then why are you?
Where is the part that he was that lyrical assassin nigga?
Right there, the whole
he got
song.
Bars.
No, the whole song, his delivery, his vocals.
Listen, if you ask me, Inspector Deck,
I'm not gonna compare them.
I'm taking Inspector Deck all
You
day.
take him, but he still had delivery.
You can't send Jizza out first.
Why not?
Because it's gonna be boring. Everybody gonna fast forward.
No, they're not. You bugging out.
Man, y'all tripping, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I bet you a lot of people agree with me with that one. Jizza's the most boringest Wu-Tang member in the Wu.
What about Capadonna?
It's what you like.
Capadonna's whack as hell, but he was better. He was more animated than Jizza. He wasn't boring.
You know what? I'm done with you on
He did
that.
have Winter Wars.
That's the only song when he did his thing, and that's overrated.
The ice cream, he was good on that one too.
Listen,
he's not my favorite Wu-Tang guy either. He's not my
Break
favorite
fools out
Wu-Tang
the
guy.
socket. We talking about girls, and he's talking about breaking fools out the socket.
Break wombs out of the socket.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Break
I
wombs.
jizz him so hard, I break wombs out of the socket.
hey, I see something.
Okay, you got me.
I see something. You know, here on the track list, we talk about hip hop, but I'm always going to stress this.
I already know where he's going.
We got Van Halen.
For people that don't know,
And
youngsters.
And Chief don't agree with me, but
was this the 1984 one?
rock and hip hop somehow goes together.
Yep.
And y'all don't want to accept it sometimes.
Is this Jump?
And this is Van Halen right here. You know, this is the Jump. The album with Jump.
Yeah, the 1984
But
album.
you know what's funny about this?
they were one of my favorite bands from the 80s.
You know, Two Live Crew sample from them.
What song?
The F Shop.
The F Shop.
The F Shop.
Yeah, man.
That was a riff by I think, of course, Eddie Van Halen played.
Yeah. And you know, these rockers, man, they play a lot of. Look at Queen. We got Queen on the table.
I mean, you had a lot of rockers that look, just to set something straight, so then you know. And like I was telling you, the show's about music, and we just speak mostly on hip hop, but we talk about music. This album is an example of what he's saying. The guys that did the same beat, okay, the guys that did Freak Out, Chic. That's the same guy. That's the same guy that did the song for David Bowie that Puffy used.
David Bowie.
Okay,
and he did.
He's from Chic. He did songs with all kinds of people.
The record that they sample, the record they sample for the F Shop on that is from what is it? Ain't talking about love. Ain't talking about love.
Ain't talking about love. Is that what
it's not? It's not on the album. But
no, it's not on this.
Nah,
get out of here.
It has to be in another one.
They had like about 4 before he left, and then they had
yeah. So
look who else we got here.
They had the other guy take over, Sammy Hagar.
You can't touch this.
Yeah.
James.
A lot of people won't consider this man hip hop, but
you don't consider him hip hop either.
I won't consider. Okay, look.
He had a record that talked about it. Like here it go.
He was an entertainer,
they say
man. He
you
was
ain't
great.
hitting in New York. What you gonna do about that?
I'm not.
Hammer?
It was hip. It was a part of. It was a part of hip hop.
It's a part of the element, and the hip hop.
And the culture accepted it when he came out, but I was one of those dudes that was like, I can't compare him next to KRS. I can't put him
because
next
it's
to
not that type of music.
But that's what I'm saying. I can't call it hip hop.
They put him on same gang with all the harder hip hop West Coast rappers and everybody that was the hardcore rappers.
His type of music goes like with Tone Loc, you know,
Vanilla Ice,
Young MC.
It's that subgenre.
Raw bass, Kid and Play, that dumb crap.
The Party.
What you gonna say dumb crap?
Hip hop started at the party. Hip hop started at the party. It's not dumb crap.
I'm sorry. I just didn't like that music. I'm sorry.
That's okay. There you go. That's all you.
But y'all was the same way.
No,
I guarantee you, I can't find no Vanilla Ice in y'all tape that.
Why not? You didn't like
Hold on. You got Ice Baby in your shit? In yourself?
My brother, we have it.
No. Do you have it?
Probably
the single
Ice Baby.
Yes,
Probably
because
you have it in your crates.
It's in the crate because my brother bought it.
Okay,
Marino, when he used to own a nightclub.
But did you buy it when you DJ?
I didn't buy it.
But that beat is dope.
Did you buy the album?
No, Doper did.
I didn't like it.
Okay then.
I didn't like that. I'm with you though. But I'm with you though. I didn't like that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It's just that kind of music I like. Me personally, I like rock bass, right? The song, It Takes Two. But that's not a record that I went and bought. I'd rather listen to it when I hear it in the party.
But you're not a DJ. A DJ
I
would have to
understand.
buy
That's
those
my
things.
whole point.
That's the point of why he's got rock and
That's
roll,
my whole
soul, R&B. He's got hip hop.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for Cisco because he's a DJ, so he had to play these records that he didn't like himself.
But there's people that like country and this and that or whatever, and there's country songs that have been sampled también or at the same time to use in hip hop.
That's not what we're talking about, bro.
Yeah, we are. We're talking about
we're talking about the overall, the
songs that have been sampled using other records.
I'm just saying, we're talking about Vanilla Ice and all that.
But we already answered that.
Hold on.
He had a copy.
Let him talk. Let him go. Go
ahead. I got it on tape. He's got it.
All right. Now, we're talking about Vanilla Ice being part of hip hop.
It's part of the element.
It's part of the element. But did you accept it like that?
A lot of people didn't.
I didn't.
Did you?
When I first saw
I don't care about a lot of people. I'm only asking y'all.
When I first saw the video.
Okay, then, so where am I wrong?
But
when I first saw the video, I didn't believe he was from Miami.
I agree. It came from hip hop. Huh?
I said when I first saw the video, I did not believe he was from Miami. Before that, I even heard the rumor.
He's not from Miami.
Vanilla Ice. I know that, but you didn't know that then when it came out.
Yeah, everyone named Beach Forever. Yeah, I feel you. But
you could tell he's not from 15th Ave. people that's not from Miami, 15th Ave.
You never saw Vanilla Ice driving on University.
Trust me, you do
never
not.
Saw him driving.
You don't see the Vanilla Ice in 15th Ave.
Not even.
I bet you, especially in the 90s.
Maybe Collins Ave. He drove Collins Ave.
Yeah, but you're talking about the palm trees, the beach,
that's
Ocean
Beach.
Drive.
Yeah,
that's not Miami.
He drove Beachfront Avenue.
That's South Beach, A1A. But you guys didn't accept it as hip hop, right?
I didn't want to accept it.
It's not that you didn't accept it as hip hop.
I didn't want to.
It was a rap song.
Okay, so where am I wrong? When I say that garbage stuff.
And believe it or not, some people did accept it down here back then.
I mean, because it came from
It was a funky beat. It was a funky beat.
But the elements came from hip hop, but it went in its own lane.
Yeah,
it went pop.
It's just like Two Live Crew, honestly.
Like all around.
Wait.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
About Two Live Crew?
It's the same thing that Two Live Crew did.
What did they do?
They took an element of hip hop and created their own lane. Am I wrong?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the crunk.
Because it's not a natural hip hop songs that Two Live Crew did. It was not, unless we're talking about I got my dick in the dirt, I got my back against the wall, and my dick.
You mean the movie soundtrack?
That's the only hip hop song besides the one you showed me.
But hold up. But see, here's the problem that I'm going to bring up again about Two Live Crew, and you guys have a misconception about the crew,
bro.
Two Live Crew was hip hop. Nobody wanted.
So how's Vanilla Ice MC Hammer now? Explain that to me.
No, all I said was I didn't want to accept.
So how did you accept Two Live Crew to be hip hop?
But you can't deny the
Hold
elements
on.
I always knew there was hip hop.
But did you accept it as hip hop like you didn't do Vanilla Ice and them?
I did accept it as hip hop.
Two Live Crew?
Yes,
but
because
Vanilla Ice MC Hammer, no.
Let me explain something. Back then, when I was younger, we're speaking technically now.
Yeah,
but
they all came out at the same time.
This is in hindsight.
But listen, when Two Live Crew first came out, they wasn't really doing dance music until Luke joined the group.
Yeah,
man. We're not talking about that era, bro.
Doing the DJ stuff.
Whatever you're
talking about, the era of Pop That P, and all this other stuff. Let's go there. Let's skip all that intro.
Okay,
but that's only about 89. They were still.
It don't matter.
No. Before that, they came out in 84.
That's the Two Live Crew that blew up, and you know it. Let's talk about that one.
Okay.
They came out
I want to answer your question.
Hold on, Jesus, come on.
I love Two Live Crew. They didn't want to accept it as hip hop. We was younger back then. I didn't consider it hip hop because I didn't know no better. But I didn't know no better though.
What do you mean you didn't know no better? It's the same thing as Vanilla Ice MC Hammer. It's the same thing.
But now that we're smarter and we're more intelligent and we have more, knowledge about it, it was all hip hop.
Okay, so do you accept MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice, as being hip hop?
Yes, they were a part of hip hop.
Watch when you watch this video.
Yes, I don't care what I said, but I said that before.
No, you did it. You said I didn't want to accept it. No, I didn't accept it. I didn't accept it.
Wait, hold on. Let me make this shit clear.
Because you said I didn't accept it. Didn't you just said it? I didn't accept it.
I said I didn't want to accept it.
Neither one of you guys want to accept either side. And you guys keep telling me to hold on when I'm trying to give you both.
Yeah, but we got to let it out first.
Yeah, but I'm trying to let you both realize what you guys are missing from each other because you're not telling each other that part.
Good.
You have to understand what he's trying to say. Yes, he accepted it. We both did. We're both the same age. I met him in 1987 myself. We're the same age. So I can give you an aspect of what the guy's trying to explain to you.
He just told you how old he was.
Now, so what? I said I met him in 1987. I didn't say how old he was.
Hey, guys, I'm 49. I'm going to be 50 pretty soon.
I'll be 48 this year. So, like I said.
It ain't no shame.
Yeah, I ain't worried.
And we look good.
I can't hide it. So, like I said, anyway.
Beijing.
When you're talking about did we accept it, you were getting it right then and there. And as far as you knew, that was the music that fit in the genre. If you went to go buy it, it wasn't in no R&B and this and that. It was earlier until they defined it and gave it its own label, call it rap. And then you went to the store and next thing you know, it's under a thing called rap. But it's not rap, it's hip hop. Rap is what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
You accepted it then because that's what you were getting fresh. That's what was new. You were getting everything brand new then. Everything was brand new.
I'm gonna repeat this.
You might not like it.
Back then, I didn't like it. I didn't want to accept it.
That's it.
But the fact is, it's still part of
the song.
The hip hop.
The beat was still funky. The beat was still funky because the sample that he used was a song that was bad too.
Yeah, I feel you.
Hey, oh shit! Look what we got here.
See that was more my. More my.
Now I got this one on tape.
Boogie Down Productions.
And that's a dope album.
This is hard to find on.
This is the blueprint of hip hop.
This was dope. I love this one.
Actually, my brother bought this album, Isaac.
Which one is this? Is this the one?
That's what Jack's Face.
Okay, yeah.
Colorado was dead already, right? Yeah, after Criminal Money, he died.
You must learn.
That was a dope album.
Rest in peace, Scholar Rock, man. Shout out to KRS.
For sure.
This is a classic album right here.
Oh, this
Jack of Spades on there, right?
Yeah, that's it right there.
Right there, yeah.
It's dope.
That was the soundtrack on I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Yeah.
The cover still like resonates today.
Let me tell you guys something.
It still resonates today.
Just something that I want to add to this table right here. You know, these records. First of all, I want to send out, a shout out to the family of Bobby Caldwell. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He died? Rest in peace,
just recently,
man.
I think.
Yeah, he passed away.
Recently?
Just a couple months.
Oh, yeah. God bless, man. God bless this family, man.
Want to shout out Method Man for giving us it was a dope album.
Very good.
It made an impression. Marvin Gaye, shout out to the family.
Rest in peace, classic.
Boogie Down Productions.
Shout out to Snoop. No joke. Snoop has the #1 album that year, man. I'm never gonna forget. Well, what the year this came out? 92, right?
That came out 93.
94.
93.
Man, y'all tripping.
My man, listen. The album, you're going to argue with me about...
No, you're right.
Singles.
You're right. The Chronic came out 92. My bad.
This came at the...
92.
The Chronic came at the end of 92, and this came out at the end of 93.
You're right.
Because
my 9th grade year, I started 9th grade in 92.
December, November.
I don't remember.
It was one of those late...
but it was late.
Like that, right?
I started 9th grade in Carol City, and G-Thing was the hottest thing at that time. So, yes. You're right. The Chronic came out in 92.
G-Thing's on the Chronic. This had Gin and Juice.
All these albums, including Can't Touch This, Queen, all these albums made an impression in all music, all genres.
I mean, like a hip hop can use anything. You just gotta make it hip hop. That's all. Like he said, that's how he accepted the thing because it had the elements. That's what he was saying about Vanilla Ice.
Where we at?
I want to say something because I'm looking at these records, right? We have East Coast, we have West Coast, but we don't really talk about the Midwest.
That's true.
And let's touch about let's touch the Midwest.
They don't get the shine they deserve, really.
There's
a lot of talent out there.
The Midwest has made a lot of.
I mean, Motown just is one example from back in the day, which también that has been used in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Motown from
Detroit, man.
Okay, yeah.
Detroit, Michael Jackson, they all got signed there.
Fabulous Dramatics.
Michael Jackson got signed there.
I got some dramatics coming on the table. Yeah, I have the records back there. But we got the Ohio Players too. I got all that stuff.
Oh man, the Funky Worm.
Listen, man,
the Funky Worm.
Name me somebody that was real hot in the Midwest We all know.
What year? The 90s?
It could be any time.
Well, we had Crucial Conflict. We had The Brat. We had
you gonna say Crucial Conflict before Bone?
Bone, Twister, Crucial Conflict.
I could tell you one guy before all of them. That's even further west. Tech 9. A lot of people thought he was a New York guy.
Tech 9.
Tech 9, that's like
Kansas.
He's from the 90s too, though.
Kansas.
He goes
yeah.
He goes way back, homie.
What I like about him, his independency, how he had his own building.
Yeah,
that was inspiring, man.
He
Like
basically did it himself. Like he can say that. Like he pretty much
shout out to Tech 9.
I mean, with his crew and whatever. But
in the 90s, my favorite one at that time was Boss. She had a song called Progress of Elimination. Oh my God!
She did the song with Spice One, Ring the Alarm.
Yeah, Ring the Alarm.
Well, they killed everybody in the bank on that song.
I used to
Boss is dope.
That song.
Hey, and everybody that's watching this, we're talking about Don't Ring the Alarm. That's on the 187 Hero album.
Yes, that
Check
was the
that
album.
song out.
Yeah.
That song is crazy.
Man, Spice
One.
That beat is disgustingly hard. The way it just comes in. Dum dum dum.
I don't know.
Dum 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 dum.
Not too many people like kind of like blew up. Like you got the Eminems and Bone and stuff like that.
But hold on, I'm excited
Kelly.
about Spice One and Boss. You're gonna get to the other ones. They killed everybody in the bank in that song.
Oh my God!
Everybody got blasted.
No witnesses, homie. You know I was in the 90s.
Right, Jimmy Jump.
They empty out the clip by the end of that song.
Oh my! Like half the whole song, like the one word they used the most, other than like any curse word, was like murder. I swear to God.
Boss.
But that beat was just so nasty.
I think she was one of the best girls in the 90s, bro.
That's the kind of
She was one of
song.
the best female rappers of the 90s.
That's the kind of song that's not a story.
Boss,
yeah,
he's a storyteller.
It was a bank robber.
No.
What do you mean? Because it was a current event?
Yes.
Yeah.
You always say that.
Like Ghetto Bird.
Yeah, I got you.
Like Ghetto Bird is not a story. It's a current event. Like ATF is happening.
Yeah.
Now, how many people do that? And that was
True soliloquy and lyricism.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Since your whole argument about certain people is about their lyrics or whatever, and that they're not lyricists, but that's one example.
I never said. Who's I saying lyricist?
You said that Jujitsu or something.
I said he's
I'm not gonna go back to
lyrical.
that.
I say he's a boring rapper. I did not say that he's not lyrical. I say he's very lyrical.
I didn't say anything.
I just say he's a boring rapper. What did I say wrong?
I did not. I just tried to get you a little.
He didn't come like it's a jizzle. He didn't come like that. Everybody else was animated.
I think we fall in the same category about that. Certain rappers or whatever, because of from back in the days, because like I said, we got them fresh. So for us, you know what I'm saying, we sat there, we listened to it, hey look, and me and you used to do exactly what we're doing now. Hey, what sample was used in this and that?
Oh
and
yeah, that's crazy.
Listen, when he was a DJ, I'm listening to this song, I just heard this song. He goes, you know the samples. He was the one that would do that.
Yeah, he knows that.
Because
they should have had me working for ASCAP and be in mind, like chasing the sample
that
police.
Was a joke he was saying. He said,
The sample
I should work for
police,
ASCAP,
that's
huh? He
dope.
starts giggling. Quack, 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 quack.
Yeah, I should have been the sample police, but Midwest, you got Kanye West, man.
Kanye West, top dog.
I mean,
top dog.
He made an impression in them tracks.
He's a different type of. He's a
breed.
muse.
He's a breed.
He's not just a rapper or producer. He's a muse.
He's a
he
genius.
makes music, produces.
The way he sampled.
He's a genius. Kanye to me impressed me a lot. He's a genius, bro.
He did a lot of good things.
I love his first 3 albums.
Yeah, College Dropout's my favorite though.
No, all 3 first albums.
They all dope though. I
Can
know
go
that.
up against just about anyone.
But
anybody's album.
you know, I'm gonna tell you, man, it was exciting, man. Those times in hip hop,
Receiving.
I think
We'll never get back. We'll never get it
I think
again.
the Midwest.
Life works in circles,
Look
man.
where
What are you talking
Look
about?
where hip hop's at, bro.
But hip hop is that circle that keeps bringing it back. That's what that's the point of the samples itself. If you look at it, the way they can use blues, you can use jazz, you can use rock, you can use country, like I was saying earlier. Hip hop.
I try
is
to
just
tell you that, man.
How you feel it,
I know.
and that's what's the difference of styles of hip hop and
Yeah,
what makes
but
different
our
styles.
argument about
And
rock
why
and
we're
roll-
talking about Midwest style now.
It's about hip hop rappers getting inducted to the rock and roll. That's our argument about rock and roll.
I don't see nothing wrong. Okay, Midwest. Hold that for a second. Let's say there was. Let's say that
There was what?
No, that the Hip Hop Hall of Fame already have the artists, right? Okay, I'm gonna get to that. Hip hop artists is going on. It's been already 30-something years inducted.
Right.
So one day, rock and roll says, "Hey, I want to induct one of your artists," and
in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
In the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I don't think they should go.
Why not?
Because we got our own.
It doesn't matter. They just want to honor.
It does matter.
No, it don't. It's an appreciation. It's an honor.
Yeah.
Dog, you know how big it's
music.
rock and roll. It's about music. They're not. You're looking at it with the name rock and roll. They're looking at it.
I'm looking at the artists. You see, you're looking at the corporate people. See what I'm saying?
No. I'm looking at the.
Let me explain myself. Because right now, if you wanted to use a Bruce Springsteen sample from him, he's not gonna clear it. He don't like nothing.
Well, that's his problem.
A lot of these rockers think that hip hop mess up the records. So they'd rather say that I don't want hip hop to touch my legacy. So a lot of these rockers say that. So how do you think I'm gonna feel?
Where do they say that?
Bro, try to see if Flo Rida couldn't get that shit.
But that's him.
Gene Simmons is somebody from Kiss. He said stuff like that.
I'm trying to tell you, these people don't love hip hop. I keep telling you that shit.
Man, I don't believe that, bro.
I'm not selling out to that, bro.
Some people are like that. Some people
Where
they're purists.
The only reason Miley Cyrus did it, but Miley Cyrus, what's his name? That's his name, Miley Cyrus, right?
Miley Cyrus is Hannah Montana.
Okay, so what's his name? Billy Ray Cyrus. The only reason he did it because he gets 100% of the royalties.
I have a question.
That's crazy.
Wait,
what's Barry White? What genre is Barry White?
He's so R&B.
What's Barry White?
R&B.
What
right?
genre?
He can be
soul, R&B.
No.
Do you know how?
No, he's a muse. He's a
I want you to answer me one question.
Composes and sings music.
I'm gonna ask you one question.
He's got an orchestra. That's why he was called the maestro.
I have a question about him.
Go ahead.
How easy was it to sample his records? And he in rock.
Yeah.
But he accept the culture.
It doesn't matter, man. But if they
he
want
appreciate the culture, bro.
Mostly it's the labels that do that.
Let me tell you something. The people that started the rock and roll.
Biz Markie got in trouble for it first. The first one to get in trouble for it, I believe. And then the next album that he did, remember, was All Samples Cleared. Right? That he was the judge himself with the wig. I got that on tape. I got it at home. All right, so sampling, they're still making a big deal. And then what was it that you can only use?
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
No, you're only taking a break beat, and at the same time you're taking noise. That's music when you put it in harmony, because they're using a sample of this noise, just like when you're playing a riff of guitar. That's noise that you're taking and you're putting it, but then you're creating a beat with the drum yourself. Some people use other drum patterns, but at the same time they're not using the same flow or the same rhythm that they're using that it originally came from in that song.
So it's something wrong.
That's my gripe about it, and I agree with DJ Premier, who talked about it before on that.
So let me ask you a question. So
he's talked about it too.
But hold up. So
there's nothing wrong with it.
But what's wrong, man? That I just don't get it, because they want to honor. They're not gonna. Dog, y'all think that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is just gonna induct the whole industry? It's not that.
No, they're only gonna induct the superstars.
Whoever they
not
feel.
True, not just superstars.
It's whoever they.
Superstars.
Whoever they feel. There's nothing wrong with it, bro. I don't see it's nothing. They're appreciating it.
Public Enemy wasn't inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because they were hip hop superstars. They were hip hop icons that changed the game.
But Public Enemy is a big force.
Made statements and moved the culture.
But that's what it is, bro.
Things going on.
Superstar force, a big force. Like 50 Cent's gonna make it there one day.
Okay, so
I hope so.
I know WU-Tang's gonna make it there one day.
I hope so.
It was a big force.
They should.
They should make it there too.
There was a big force. It's just people that has iconic force. Tupac, Jay-Z, all the people already in there.
Exactly.
KRS-One should be another one that should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I hope they make it in there.
Okay.
But
meanwhile, hip hop, until they do one too. That's a damn shame.
I mean,
50 years.
There is no, but that's that's from the beginning though.
But let's go back to the Midwest. The Brat. You said something about the Brat. That to me,
another one of the best female
artists,
MCs in the 90s.
And artists.
Yeah.
She was the female Snoop Dogg to me.
Well, that's close.
She was great at it too, man.
She was dope.
Yeah.
I like Boss more though, man. That was my type of music.
Well, because she was a little bit more
it's
more
two
hardcore.
Different type of artists.
Yeah,
you can't compare
I'm
those
just
two.
letting you know which one I like more. Brat was cool. Whatever I heard was cool, but I was chasing Boss.
Yeah, you want the street stuff.
Yeah, I want that. That was the 90s.
I mean, that was the best stuff.
Yeah, that's the best stuff.
You always get the best stuff from the street.
Yeah. She was so deaf. All the commercials. It's cool.
Roast the 5'9", Web. What's up, man?
Oh, he's dope. He's dope. I just think he could have been bigger than what he is, bro.
What happened there?
I think the little feud with Eminem kind of messed him up, bro.
Because they don't really try to pick fruits from a tree in another yard. You know what I'm saying, or something
He
like
didn't
that.
play
I don't
ball.
know what it is.
He
I
didn't
think
play
it's
ball.
favoritism in a lot of ways, because good artists don't come out. Some of the best stuff has always been underground, but that's from the beginning too. You know what I'm saying? As far as lyrics, as far as beats, what was the last guy that was making beats that died not too long ago? Oh man, I forgot his name.
I bring him up.
But
anyway, Royce 559, he was a literally
brain
dope.
fart.
He was a dope as hell, but he just, I don't know. I think that feud with Eminem kind of
It's
blackballed
about Jay
him.
Diller. Jay Diller's from the Midwest, right?
It's not
Nah,
that he
he's from the
blackballed him.
Bay, bro.
He
I
stayed
think-
independent.
Jay Diller?
He actually.
Jay Diller from
He
Detroit,
deals
ain't
with
he?
the people himself, as far as I know.
Yeah, Jay Diller he's from the Midwest.
Jay Diller was the producer.
Yeah.
Check it out.
No. He's from the Midwest. He's
All right,
from,
so he go down. He go down.
That's the guy I was trying to remember.
Jay Dilla.
Yeah, man, he was real good.
he was good at the that MPC, man. He knew how to maneuver that
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I'm saying. And that
this
was
is something I learned
his
about him.
sampling beats. Nasty. I think Q-Tip had one, or they were talking about it on
A
Drunk
Tribe
Champs or
Called
something like
Quest.
that.
He did a few tracks.
Yo, hey, listen, nice. That guy was ahead of his time. They were saying he was a young Kanye. I think before Kanye was out, they were talking about him just before Kanye blew up.
Hey, you have a lot of MCs, man, in the Midwest. Like, you have Twister.
Do or die.
Twister's dope. He
Do or
actually
die.
went to the Guinness Book of Records at one point for being the
For
fastest.
the fastest lyrical.
But somebody topped him right now. Somebody got him, and I think it's a white dude, if
Was
I'm
it?
not mistaken.
Eminem.
Wait a minute, I think it was. Or Bust. One of them, I don't remember.
Eminem.
I think it was.
I
believe it was
off the top
Eminem.
of my head. I'm not sure, but you say white
But
rapper.
Take Nine, yo,
Midwest.
Take Nine.
It's Eminem.
Take Nine's also fast, son. I don't know if you ever heard of Take Nine.
Yeah, I've heard him, but
See, those kind of raps, it's cool to listen to at the moment, but I can't listen to that all day.
yeah,
can't.
I'll go crazy.
He had some slow
it's
stuff
being,
too.
It's like being on drugs,
He had
dog.
some slow stuff too.
Yeah, you got to be on some
No, yeah.
Sherm or something.
No,
Nine. Gotta be on lean.
No, for real.
sure.
Not even
Common.
on lean, it will annoy you.
Shout out
Common is dope.
Shout out to Common.
I remember using his beat that one time.
Common.
I appreciate that.
Yo, you can't find nobody that can freestyle like Common, bro.
I got somebody for him.
He was good.
Papoose.
I ain't saying battle. I said freestyle.
Freestyle.
Okay, I'm just saying, because I know Papoose a battle rapper, yo.
No, he freestyle.
Yo,
and he,
freestyle too,
and he
yeah.
freestyles backwards from Z to A.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not freestyle,
I seen
My
another
man.
guy do
Like
it
he
before.
read that. Come on, Cisco.
I still put.
Cisco,
I
he
still,
wrote that.
I still got my money.
Ain't no
on Papoose.
human freestyling from Z to A
Why not?
Why not?
like that. Because I don't say your ABCs backwards then.
Listen, some
I
people.
don't-
Hold on.
Some people
Okay, say your
dedicate their
ABC
life to
backwards.
this, dog.
I'm
Some
not-
people
I
dedicate
don't-
their
I
life
don't
to
rap
this,
Say
dog.
your ABC backwards.
ZYXWVUTSR.
Is he right?
Yes, I am. See, look, that's your problem.
I don't know,
You
nigga.
would doubt me anyway.
Hey,
I would have
hey,
done the
listen.
whole
You a
thing.
nerd.
I would have done the whole thing, and he wouldn't have even known.
Don't do the whole thing, bro.
No, I'm saying I
I
would've
know
done
y'all
it.
laughing at this. Hey, don't do the whole thing.
But
Listen.
anyway,
trip, dog.
it's just hard to freestyle and remember that at the
Wait,
same
Of
Papoose-
time.
course it is.
Papoose did it.
That's why
I
some
think he
people
wrote
should
it.
do it. Some people
That's what you
don't.
think.
I think he wrote it.
That's
Some
what
of
you
the
think.
best-
Was you there?
Some of the best rappers don't even really freestyle. What they do is they go ahead and do a written one from something that they already
Facts.
got, and they throw it in there. Some people use pieces of it and then do freestyle.
Facts.
I do that.
We all get that.
What we have? What else we have from the Midwest? I want to shout out the Midwest, but there's so much to
Top
talk about.
Authority. They're from Flint, Michigan. I like them group.
This guy knows more West Coast people than me. I can.
No,
I can
no,
probably
Midwest,
name
Midwest.
it.
Midwest.
That's what I said,
If it goes
Midwest.
to West Coast, he got me.
I didn't say West Coast. I said Midwest.
You said West Coast.
You said West Coast, but it's okay.
It's all good,
we
bro.
know
It's
what
all
you mean.
good. It's the
I'll look at
grades.
the
It's the
tape. I'll
grades.
review the tape.
It's the grades, you know. But anyway, yeah. We got Top Authority. You know what I'm saying? We got Crucial Conflict. Crucial Conflict was
Crucial
dope.
Conflict was dope.
What happened to them?
What happened was people was looking at them like they was clones. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they was beefing.
I
So
remember that.
people was like, no, these people copying Bone. And you know how
But
hip
did
hop.
you know Twister also was beefing with Bone? Because they said
Wait,
that.
is Nelly in them Midwest rappers?
Yes, they're from St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He sold 7 million.
That happened with
I
them.
thought he went diamond.
That same thing
Afterwards,
happened with them.
yeah. But his first round of sales was 7
well, that's
million.
pretty good.
The same thing happened with them about the style or whatever when with the Murphy
Nah,
Lee thing.
Nelly had his
With
own
the
style.
No, Murphy Lee was the one writing. And then when Murphy Lee
See,
came out with that album,
Ali and Murphy was helping the right. They all helped him.
But when he came out with his album, they said that he was sounding like Nelly and that he copied Nelly. So I was just saying the similarity.
But to the world, Nelly is Nelly.
The same.
Right?
I know what you mean, but yeah.
Yeah, St. Lunatics, right? That's the
St.
cool.
Lunatics,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
Midwest
the
is
clique.
considered Midwest, right? Because Kansas is
They are the Midwest.
They are the Midwest.
Yeah, exactly. Chicago people.
You have Lupe, Chance the Rapper.
Fiasco. I like his style. He was hot. He was hot.
They made a mark. You have anything on
Machine Gun Kelly?
I think he was blackballed.
Machine Gun Kelly, I wasn't a fan, but what I heard.
Where's he from?
He's from Ohio. But I like the song he dissed Eminem. I think he did a good job with Eminem.
He did a good job.
Some people say he lost. I disagree.
My youngest daughter likes Eminem better, but she said that.
What do you like? You like the MGK's verse?
I heard the songs. I like Eminem better.
The Kill Shot. You like that one better?
I like Eminem better.
No.
What happened?
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Answer my question.
I'm gonna answer
Who
you.
do you think verse was better, the Kill Shot or the Rap Devil?
Kill Shot was Eminem.
Yeah.
I like Eminem better. I was saying that. What part didn't I answer?
Because you're saying you like Eminem better. I'm asking you, did you like who you think won that battle?
Eminem better.
It was close. It's close.
The other kid,
it's close
because the kid said facts, though.
I think the other kid
said facts.
Facts about what?
About everything that he said.
Nah, I don't know about.
Dog, he said it when he stopped him to go in to Shady Radio, Shady 45. That was true.
I mean, if he wants, if he don't want you there, it's his radio station.
Yeah, but start acting like you not doing. You wasn't hurt by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
listen, bro, listen. That rap devil was a slick.
It was dope.
It was dope. It was a slick diss.
Yeah. It was. You can't find nobody that went against Eminem and did a good job. You can actually say he did a good job.
I have to admit it. I like Eminem more, but he gave it to him though.
Yeah, he gave it to him.
Enough to make a big deal about it.
Shout out to Eminem.
He got people's attention, which was
that's the whole point.
Exactly. So yeah,
he did a good job. And after that, what did he do?
He said he didn't have to do nothing after he heard Kill Shot. I agree. He's like, well, after I heard that, what I gotta do? My Rap Devil's still better than that.
He didn't have to do nothing.
No, MGK.
That he didn't have to do nothing.
He's on the Breakfast Club. You can check it out for yourself.
I don't know how long has he been in the game. I think
he said he had another gun loaded, but when he heard Kill Shot, he like, I think I still won. Which is true. I'm not denying
it. Was very entertaining. That was a good battle, bro. I haven't heard a battle like that in a while.
It was okay. I thought it was a little one-sided, and I figured it was gonna be.
But
that's because I do favor Eminem a little bit better. But the kid did his thing.
Bro,
I think Machine Gun Kelly did his thing.
Yes, I got a list right here. The ones that we didn't name was Do or Die.
Oh man, Do or Die made a hit. What with that?
With Twista, we mentioned at least one of the guys that came out of that group.
Oh, we named everybody in the list already.
Did we?
Yeah.
Do or Die did a great job, man, with that record. Pole Pimp. What is it called?
You wanna ride in the backseat of Caddy, chop it up with Do or Die. That was classic. Pimpology.
They put feel into that record.
You guys are putting me in a DeLorean. You know what I'm saying?
As a matter of fact, when I leave here,
like right now,
when I leave here, I'm gonna bump that song.
I'm telling you, dog. You guys making me want to go back and what was it? The Nas one. I gotta go back and find that.
But it was written called Silent Murder.
Yeah, I gotta find that. That was
all
dope,
these artists in the Midwest. If we miss anybody, shout out to you.
The underground, shout out to all y'all that are trying to do your thing, and hopefully you get out there. You know what I'm saying? Just grind. A
little excited because, we was all over the place. We want to name everybody, but it was cool though.
It was dope.
I want to shout out for everybody for watching.
That's right.
Make sure you subscribe, like, and share.
That's
Leave
right.
your comments. Remember, some of these things are facts and opinions, and we're having fun. Leave your comment because you're a part of this too. You're part of the club. And we hope to see y'all on the next show. See y'all next week. Shout out to the brother right here, Theme.
And Chief Eli, you already know.
And you know who I am.
I'm going to come back and argue with you guys more.
Yo.